So I go to the food stamp office because I'm like, I'm hoping and praying I'm not one of them ones that they cutting off. So I go up there, mind you, the line is around the corner. I'm talking about wrapped around the building. I was there 15 minutes before they opened, and the line was ridiculous. So I stand in line for the 15 minutes. They start letting everybody in, get you a number, whatever. I was there, I kid you not, for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Then I find out, the lady said, well, are you working? I said, no, ma'am. She says, well, you have to reapply. I said, reapply who? She was like, yes, ma'am, because you have been receiving benefits I've been receiving since December. So it's been, 8 months now that I've been receiving benefits. And she was like, because you're not working, you haven't been working since you've been receiving benefits, they stopped benefits. Yeah, I was so hurt leaving the food stamp office. I'm gonna put the video, like when I first left, I was gonna do a video when I first left, but I got distracted. I don't know what, that refrigerator is dang near boneless. I mean, we got a couple of things in the pantry, but I don't even. I'm just gonna grab me a $4 Gorilla Unbeatable Meal Deal with my last little couple of dollars and pray. Cause why? I got 3 small children and an infant, or I don't know if you want to call her a toddler. She's 1. I got a 1-year-old. I got little babies. It's hard to find a job with little babies. Like, it's crazy.
So she's upset because her food stamps got cut. But wait, isn't this the same system that was supposed to empower people? Before we dive in, drop a comment. Are modern men more delusional? Or is it the ladies? Hit like and subscribe. Let's get to 1 million subscribers this month so you don't miss what we expose next. All right, let's unpack this one because it says a lot about where our culture is right now. This woman's reaction isn't just about losing a few dollars in benefits. It's a snapshot of a bigger problem. Dependence disguised as empowerment. We live in one of the richest countries on the planet, a place people literally risk their lives to get into. Yet somehow, we've created a mindset where comfort has replaced drive. You hear people say things like, I can just go to the government. They'll give me housing, a check, food stamps, daycare vouchers, and it sounds convenient until you realize it's creating a generation that doesn't know how to build, only how to collect. And let's be honest, a lot of this ties back to family breakdown. Too many women today see the government as their backup man. Instead of partnership and accountability, they rely on policy and handout. They know that even if they have kids out of wedlock, the system's got me. But what happens when that system pulls back? Panic, outrage, suddenly, it's how am I supposed to survive? Well, maybe by doing what people used to do, work, plan, and build together as families. And this isn't just about one race either. Despite what some try to make it, the truth is, dependency culture doesn't discriminate. But it does hit certain communities harder because it's been normalized there for decades. In some places, having a man in the house disqualifies you from benefits, and that's not a coincidence. That's by design. When women are told, you don't need a man, the state will take care of you. Respect for men collapses, and when that respect dies, so does the family unit. What follows? A cycle of generational poverty, single motherhood, and children who grow up repeating the same script, chasing checks instead of chasing purpose. It's not about being cruel. It's about calling out a system that rewards laziness and punishes responsibility. You can't build strong communities on dependency. You build them on discipline, unity, and truth.
So the food stamp office wouldn't let me record But when I tell you I was in there all day so that they can figure out what was going on, y'all, come to find out, the lady that gave me the information, I guess because there was some kind of language barrier, she gave me misinformation. I had to reapply because it was time for me to recertify. Like, it's been almost, the whole however long they gave me benefits initially. It's just time for me to recertify come next month. So that's why she said, you got to reply. It wasn't because I'm not working. I guess she assumed that because of all this talk about you got to work and this and that, but she didn't relay the correct information. So if you guys know, according to that bill, the work requirement is for people that have children 7 and older. I have a 1-year-old and I have a 6-year-old. So my benefits won't be affected by working. Now, did they initially put me in a job search program? Yes, they did, and I completed it. So with that being said, I'ma keep my food stamps. Y'all is the man. I'm so glad. But yeah, that's the update.
This right here is embarrassing, truly, because what we're seeing isn't just an individual situation. It's an entire mindset that's been quietly normalized. Some women have figured out how to play the system like a long-term subscription. Keep having kids so there's always one under 7 years old. That way the benefits never stop coming. Think about that for a second. Kids aren't being raised. They're being strategically timed to maintain government support. That's not motherhood. That's manipulation, disguised as survival. And people try to justify it by saying, well, other countries do it too. Germany gives childcare stipends. That's socialism. Yeah, but there's a difference. In those systems, benefits are meant to help families contribute back to society here. It's become a way to avoid contribution altogether. She said, I completed the job program. Translation: I clicked a few buttons and pretended to apply once a week so I could keep the checks coming. That's not ambition. That's apathy. And what's worse is the resignation. Hopefully my son makes it to the NFL, or my daughter gets benefits so I can keep collecting. You see the problem? The dream isn't purpose, it's payouts. When a person stops striving for better, when they accept that the bare minimum is enough, that's the death of pride, of family, of community. And this isn't just about gender, it's about conditioning. We've created a world where women are encouraged to depend on welfare instead of wisdom, and men are demonized until they stop showing up entirely. Then we ask, why are families broken? Why are kids lost? Because nobody's teaching self-respect when the system keeps rewarding dependence. And the wild part, some people will go through anything, fake paperwork, fake diagnoses, endless recertifications just to avoid working. They'll put more effort into staying broke than it would take to build a better life. That's not empowerment. That's enslavement with a smile. And what's truly tragic is how normalized it's become. We laugh about it, call it getting the bag, or doing what you gotta do. But deep down, everyone knows this isn't progress. It's decline, wrapped in convenience. So yeah, America might be the greatest country on paper, but greatness means nothing if people stop striving for it.